current situation. Y'all see what's going on. Alright. So what we doing today is I'm finna get ready to change my kingpins right there. I'm gonna change the kingpins, I'm gonna change the shocks and the tie rod arm and the tie rods. And I gotta change my brakes too. So I already got the kingpins in my brakes. So I'm just draining the axle fluid right now. And let me show you why I was so as you can see right here, let me come up to the side right there. You see right here it's all flat and all this. Now these tires only had them a month. 1 month and they already gone right here. See? Let me get you guys closer. You see that? This whole side is gone. This side right here, you can see still brand new. All this brand new. Only had a month. So what I did is I took it to my mechanic. Well, let me just say I took it to a mechanic and I told him, I said my tires ate up. Now my tires was ate up the month before last. Just like that. But it was wearing on both sides. And I took it to the Frightliner dealership and they told me that one of my kingpin on my passenger side had a little play in it. So I told my mechanic, I said, hey, my tires ate up, I need new tires and I need you to check the kingpin first. He said the kingpin looked fine and we put some brand new tie rods on there. So these tie rods are brand new. I know they look dirty now because I've been riding the shit out of them, but these tie rods are brand new. The dealership said they was rusty. He was looking at this part right here that was rusted, but I told him the tie rods were new. So now what my mechanic did, instead of fixing the problem, he just threw new tires on, and as you can see it's just ate up all on this side. So now I got to go through and buy another set of tires that I just bought these tires last month. Now this one right here is okay. You know what I'm saying? See, they're still new. They got a little wear right here and a little wear right there. Now mind you, I know some of you guys will say, oh, you need an alignment. No, I took it to the Frightliner dealership and I got an alignment. I actually got a 3-axle alignment. So as you can see, they marked them right there. And on the other side where they did the alignment. Now my back tires are all good, but like I said, my mechanic just threw new tires on there, and he put my tie rods on there, and it's still, like I said, new tires. And see, these still got some wear. They're wearing right there. You can see right here where they're wearing. So I'm gonna change the kingpins myself. And then after my kingpins, I'm gonna order some new tie rods, and I'm gonna order the whole tie rod bar put on there and some new shocks. Now, and then I gotta order some more tires. Now, like I said, I just had these tires a month. So I went to the another dealership, and they told me it was gonna cost $3,900 just to do the kingpins. So you think about that, $3,900 to do the kingpins. That's just the kingpins. That's not, plus I gotta buy new tires. I got to put brakes on here and shocks. So I'm going to do it my damn self. And I'm going to go order me some tires. I'm going to put my shocks on and all myself. Because they just ripping us off. Now the Frightliner dealership, I called them. They said it's going to be $3,600 just to do the kingpins. Which is a little cheaper. But they got all the tools. So it probably ain't going to take them but a couple hours at the most. They could probably do it in 3 or 4 hours. If less than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it myself. Order me some tires, like I said, shocks, tie rods, and tie rod ends, and put some brakes on it. And I'm gonna kill that cost of labor and all that. So the kingpins kit that I got seen online was like $700. Frightliner and the other shop that I got a quote at, they said the kingpin kit is like $1,400, and one of them told me it was close to $2,000 for the kingpin. That shit didn't make no sense to me. So yeah, we're gonna get it done. But let me show you guys. So what I did was I use this right here to back my brakes off. And if you can see my brakes right here, you see it's a little slit cracking in my brakes. It's cracking right there, and it's like that on the top part up here too. So I got to get that done. V-Vort 32-ton jack. That's what I'm using right there. All right, I'll let y'all guys know how it's going when I get done doing what I got to do. Flatbed J out. Alright, we got that drum off. It's got a little bitty cracks in there. I think that's normal, but I'm thinking about replacing it anyway. I might or might not. We got to save money at all costs, but we want to do the job right. Brakes still look alright. We got to change them because of them cracks. You see them cracks like right there? Yeah, we got to change that. We definitely got to change that. Hit that spring. Hit that spring right there. I'm gonna take that spring off right there. But I'm gonna go over here and make sure that check these brakes right here. I'm gonna check these brake shoes, make sure they're what I need. Make sure they're the right size. I'm taking back, so hold on guys. Alright, this one came in my brake kit right here. Front brake kit. So we go right there. Springs. Turn it over. Yeah, right there. So we got all that. So let me make sure this is what I need. Make sure everything looks about the same, and I'll cut y'all back on, man, and let y'all see what's going on. Taking this boy out right here, Kingpin. Well, we know these ain't the right brakes. Let me show you guys. See how wide those is compared to the front, how skinny they is. So now we got to take them back because they're not the right ones. And I know you guys gonna say, well, you didn't get the part number. That's the thing, I looked on there and there was no part number, so now we got to go take them back and see. And I tried to, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I even called the dealership and tried to get a part number for the front brakes. They didn't want to give me the part number because they didn't want me to outsource them cheaper. They said I would have to buy it from them regardless, so they didn't want to give me the part number. And I talked to a couple of Frightliner dealerships, and they've been doing that, not want to give us the part number for some reason. So now I got to take these back and get the original part number for these brakes. I'm gonna just take the brakes up there anyway, so y'all gotta stay tuned. Minor setback. Alright, on this right here I got 8 threads showing. On each side I got 8 threads showing. So make sure I tighten that nut to where it's 8 threads showing. Just got these brakes on. And there's some space in between these right here. I guess that's the S cam. Shaped like an S. Got that spring on the back side back there too. So wasn't too sure about this thing. This thing right here, trying to keep it pushed up. But yeah. Alright, I'll put some oil in that hub and get her done. Alright. 2019 Cascaded Frightliner. Changing the Kingpin, y'all. Y'all see what I'm using? this right here to knock the Kingpin down. Yeah, it's working. I've been out here so far 30 minutes so far, waiting on this kit that I got from the dealership. Now let me show you guys something now. When you guys order this kit for your Frightliner, oh yeah, and I got my brakes for this side. I already put the brakes on the other side. Very easy job. So when you order this kit from Frightliner, it's gonna come with the Kingpin and the bearings, right? As you can see, these bearings are smaller than these right here, right? All right, I'll put that right there, right there. But as you see, this is what all that came with the kit. Okay, so you got the tops for the where you put your grease fittings in. You got the bearing that sits at the bottom, and you got the two bolts that hold the Kingpin in. And I got the lock rings for the top and the bottom, and just the two bolts right here that goes to them. And this right here is just a seal. This kit did not come with, let me show you guys so you guys can be aware. This kit did not come with the spacer. Well, can you see it? It did not come with that spacer right there. So I called up there and I told him, I said, hey, the kit didn't come with the spacer. Now, what I just showed you guys, what came in there is the shaft seal right here. That little thing right there. It's a rubber seal. You see that? That's the shaft seal. So it came with everything else except for the shim. They call it spacer, but the shim. So I called up there and I asked Frightliner. I told them, I said, hey, it didn't come with the washer that goes up between there. I don't know where my phone ain't focusing, but right up in there. See that? It goes right up in there, and that eliminates that play. He said that, oh, it's a shim kit that comes separately. It's $900 and something, almost $1,000 just for one shim. But I get it. He said, well, it comes with different shims. It just depends on the play. And I'm like, dude, I'm not paying no $1,000 for no fucking one shim. That's ridiculous. Hell, the kit didn't even cost. This kit didn't cost for like 300 fucking bucks. And now you want me to pay $1,000 for a fucking washer, a fucking little ass washer. Come on, man. So I called another Frightliner in Chattanooga, and they told me that if I get this shim off, and maybe they can match it up. That way I won't have to spend no $900. I'm not, man. I will park this bitch for a year or two before I even just think about getting a fucking shim kit that's cost $900 fucking $1,000. That's ridiculous. That shit's supposed to came with this, but they said it separately. So heads up for you guys that don't. The hell is that? Heads up for you guys that's doing this yourself to save money. $900. Make sure you take your shim out first. Take it up there and let them match it out. And I'm gonna let you guys know the cost of that. So I did buy new shocks too, so I'm putting new shocks on. There go the shocks right there. Get you guys, see if it's a part number on there. I don't know if that's the right part number, but hold on. All right, there we go. For the front shocks, that's the part number. Let's see if I get you the part number for the kit. This fucking kit right here that don't come with the shims. It's gonna be upside down, so you guys deal with it. All right, that's the part number for that. And my front brakes, I had problems with the front brakes because they were smaller. You remember that? So this is the part number for the front brakes. You guys need it. All right, you see that? So make sure you guys take the shim out. I got ahead to get me a bottle jack, 32-ton bottle jack, and 6 tons, which I got this thing sitting on 6 tons and it's holding up just fine. So, and I do got me another tie rod. As you guys know, I replaced them tie rods like last month, but I ordered the whole bar now, so I'm waiting on that to come in. I'm gonna replace that and everything. But as you see, I'm getting this damn Kingpin out. I started using this boat right here. I was using this boat to get it started. Show you guys. I done beat the shit out of it. It started coming out pretty easy. And now I'm using this right here, which is getting it out. It's not that bad like everybody said it is, but I still got the hub on. I'm leaving the hub on. I took the brake chamber off right there. Just gonna pull all that shit off. I ain't trying to take more than I need off. Then once I get this Kingpin out, I'm gonna go ahead and change the shock out. Simple job. The shocks and the brakes are the simplest jobs that you can do yourself. So don't have nobody else. Don't pay nobody else to do that unless you're on the road and you don't have your tools with you. You might as well go ahead and let Loves, TA, somebody like that change it out for you. But that's a simple job, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that shit out. Let me go ahead and get this Kingpin out and get these little bearings out. I got my bearing puller kit right there. I'm gonna knock it out. Ace Harbor Fright, I mean. So I'm gonna knock them out, put the new bearings in, and shit. I'm gonna be done with this project as soon as they send my rest of my parts. But I'm gonna take the shim out and take it to Chattanooga, see if they can match it up with the shim that I really need in there. Put it in there, and I'm gonna use my bottle jack to push it up from the bottom. So push the Kingpin up from the bottom. Once I put that bearing that's in here, once I put that bearing on right there, as you can see, once I put this bearing on, and then if they can match that shim up with me, then I'll be off the road. Like I say, when I come home, I usually sit for about a week or 2 weeks. So I've been out a week so far. So until they bring my tie rod bar and the ends, I'm gonna be sitting. They should be here by tomorrow, hopefully. So I get you guys another video, man, and show you guys and give you the part number that I use. And also, I will, if I get my shim, I will give you guys the part numbers for that too. So yeah. So let me finish getting this Kingpin out and putting this fucking bearings out and get the new shit put in, and I'll get back with you guys, show you how hard it is and what I'm doing. If I had somebody to hold the damn camera while I'm doing this shit, I would show you guys, but I don't have nobody to hold this damn camera, so fuck it. Alright, we're back. Kingpin is out. As soon as I hung up the damn phone, I should have kept it on. Hit it 3 times, the Kingpin just dropped out. So I was trying to get this bitch off right here, just pull it off like I seen in the videos. It didn't come off, and this is why it didn't come off. It's because of the shim. So I got to remove the shim. So it can be able to drop off that bearing right there and to be able to get it out. So what I'm gonna do is get it off this damn shim. Well, I can't do this shit with the damn phone, but so right now I'm gonna let you guys know what the problem is. Okay, so the problem is, now that the Kingpin is out, that's what I had my jack. I was putting pressure on the front of this to lift it up, and that made the Kingpin get out. Because if you don't have nothing putting pressure up to push this axle, this hub up, then this hub is going to be putting pressure on the Kingpin. It's going to be hard. You're going to be out there whacking all day like a dumbass. So I used the jack and a block. Where's the block? Right there. I used the block right there and put pressure on the front, and that's how it was easy to get the Kingpin out. So now that I don't have no pressure on it, it's putting pressure on the shim, and so now I'm gonna put the phone down and use my hand and pull up on it, and then pull the shim out. That way it'll have some space to drop off that bottom bearing, and I can just pull this whole hub assembly off and clean everything out, and then hammer my bearings out and put the new bearings in. So let me cut the phone off and get this fucking shim out, and I'll turn you guys back on and let you see what I've got going on. Alright, so now that I got play in it, there was 2 shims in there. So it was 2 shims, you can see 1, 2. I'm gonna put them bitches right here. So you see it was 2 shims. So now I got play. Now I can get that bitch off. See, now I can get it off that bottom bearing and pull this whole hub assembly off. Hold on, let me put the phone down one more time, guys. Get this bitch out. picture. Alright guys, I got it in. I got the other shims in. As you can see right there, I got the other shims in. 2 shims, bearing. I still got to put the bolts right here. And you can see right down here, I got to put the bolt down there. And I finally put the oil cap on with the lock ring. I got that on. So I'm gonna get ready to put these caps on. It wasn't hard. Like I said, I use not this one but another one to push it up in there, and that's how I use to hammer it out with the old Kingpin. When I hammer the old Kingpin, it wasn't a hard job. It was easy. Now what I seen online, everybody was doing it. They made it harder because what they did, they took this off, the nut in the inside. They took all that shit off, which I started that, if you see from the video, started to take that off, but I did a little more research and found out you didn't have to take that off. So I got to put some more oil in here. It's very easy. They go to the other bearing at the bottom right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything back together. Let me show you. Put the bottom back on. See that? Got the bottom back on. So I'm gonna put my brand new brakes on. I'm gonna put my brand new shocks on, and I'm still waiting on my tie rod and the whole assembly to come in. But I might just go ahead and ride because they said probably won't be in the next week. I already been at home 3 weeks just chilling, so I'm going on my 3rd week now. So I might just go ahead and put the tie rod back on and ride it until it come in, because I ain't gonna go that far. Probably make a couple of loads and that'll be about it. Oh yeah, and I gotta get me another tire. I'll show you guys the tire as soon as I get all the other stuff, the brakes and stuff on. So I'm gonna turn the camera back on, and we'll be done with it. So it's easy job, y'all. Don't think it's hard. It's very easy, very, very easy, man. Especially if your Kingpin ain't seized up in there. Mine wasn't, because I keep it greased. But I'll turn the camera back on in a minute, let y'all see where I'm at. Alright, we back, man. New shock on this side. I gotta put the new shock on the other side. I'm finna put the tie rod up now. See, new brakes on. I gotta adjust the brakes anyway, because let me show you guys. I should have put new drum, a hub, my bad, new hub on there, but fuck it, it's still good. It ain't got that many cracks. See that thing, the red showing? It's not good. So I gotta adjust the brakes. I'll do that in just a minute once I get the tie rod in and arm back on. So I'm gonna get ready to put this thing on. Like I say, guys, if you can be going to the dealership paying them, or you just ain't got the patience, then you know, go ahead and throw your money away, because we make money not just to spend it on the truck and give it away. You let me say, you stay out about 2-3 weeks, and then you come home and gotta put $2,000 or $3,000 in your truck just to keep it running, and then you probably put a little more, especially if you're taking it to the dealership plus buying parts, because you know the dealership is going to overcharge you for the parts, when you can still outsource the parts cheaper than what the dealership with the same part number. And that's what they don't like. So paying $263 an hour for the dealership to do something or something like that, you can do like this yourself by spending time at home. I know you want to spend time with your family, but you know, fix on your own shit and see your own reward. That way you'll know the ins and out with your truck when you start fixing on it yourself. But let me get this tie rod put in this thing right here. Let me see. Like that right there. I can't do this within one hand. I need 2 hands. That right there. Shit. Let me put the phone down for a minute. I'll turn the phone back on in just a minute. Let me get this bolt put on here. It's alright. I got it on there. I got the socket on there, but better put this torque gun on that thing. Reel it up in there real quick. All right, let me put some pressure on that thing. All right, so when I was trying to tighten this up, the whole inside of the tie rod kept spinning. So you see how I got my jack and put some pressure on the bottom of the tie rod, push it up in there so that cone shape will get, you know, stuck in the cone. That way it'll catch. And now that I was able to tighten it up, look like this thing's supposed to have a washer on there, but I didn't see no washer when I took it off. Let me go to the other side and see if there was a washer on the top of that. If it is, I'm finna have to undo it all again. Nah, ain't no washer on there. But yeah, so you know, I put pressure on it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Right down here. Nah, they ain't got no washer on there. Okay, so good. Alright, as you guys see, I got new brakes on this side too. I put on this side yesterday. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the shock on this side and the tire on the other side, and I'm finished, man. I'm gonna drill a hole right here. Just a perfect, nice round hole. I got these things from Harbor Fright that drill holes, perfect holes in the like in wood or something. So I'm gonna drill a perfect hole right there for me to hit that hit this bolt right here and get it off, and take it on off and have everything lined up. Get me a used tire. Let's see how that tire's wearing on this side right here. See that line right there, that line right there. So when I get home, I'm gonna change the other Kingpin just for the hell of it, so I have both of them done. I'm only gonna stay out about 2 weeks, and it's gonna be it. But as I was saying, I use this the jack, 32-ton jack, put pressure on that thing, and now it's tight. Let the jack, now I'm gonna let the jack down. I tend not to let the jack all the way down because it takes so long for this damn thing to jack up. My air hose won't reach all the way out here. I got a compressor, so there we go. So now, only thing I got to do is, see, I didn't have to drill a hole for this one because I took this whole panel off right here. So now all I got to do is put the tire on, put some oil in the hub, grease my Kingpin, and put the shock on the other side, and go around and grease, put some oil in the rear, the differentials, and I'm done. Well, I gotta put the front bumper on, but I'm done. Basically, I'm done, y'all. So that what turns out to be a Kingpin job, might as well go ahead and do everything. But I'm still waiting on my tie rod, so it should be here. The tie rod ends and the bar should be here by next week. So when I come back home, I just put it in. I'll do a video of that, let you guys see how I do that. It's an easy process, just like it is now. Just take the bolt off this side and take the bolt out that side, hammer it down. We'll keep the bolt, you know, unwind the bolt a little bit, then hammer it down, and then drop it bar, and then take it to get the front end alignment, whatever. And yeah, so I got to put another around here. But that's it, man. Flatbed J out. And you don't have to be a mechanic to do this, y'all. It's just common sense. You look, if you can take it apart, look at what you're taking apart, put it back the same way you took it apart. Simple. Alright, this is the tool I was talking about. Right here. It's got a rust in it because I've been having it for a long time. But this the tool right here. So you get them at Harbor Fright, and this is what I'm gonna use to drill the hole right here. You see right there, so I'm gonna use to drill the hole for the shocks right there, so I can just stick my torque gun in there, take the bolt off, and that way I won't have to take this whole panel off. And that hole will be there for future, just in case you want to change the shock in the future, and make it a whole lot easier. I don't know why Frightliner just didn't make a custom hole right there anyway on both sides, and that way it'd be easier on us instead of taking this whole freaking panel off right here. But this tool right here, we're gonna use this from the big hole to make it bigger. So let me show you guys how to do it. I'm trying to do this one hand real quick, so hold on. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna stick it in the middle right there, lift it up. See, all right, so it went in there just like that right there. See that? See, what it does is it's shaped like that to fit in that hole right there. So get in there. I'm gonna put that nut right here. Screw that nut on the back of here, and then put it in my my little drill gun, and we're gonna drill the hole. So hold on, let me show you guys. Hold on. Alright, it's gonna be just like that right there. So you got the drill bit on the end. I do not have a part number for that one, guys, so don't ask me for a part number. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill the hole probably about right there. Drill the hole for about right there. So let me put the phone down and drill this hole, and I'll show you guys after I drill the hole. Alright, so I drilled the hole right there. Clean up on that. So I drilled the hole. I know it looks crazy from this side, but I drilled the hole right there, guys. And that's it. Drill the hole. Now I'm gonna take it off and put the new shock on. Alright, recap. New brakes, new shocks. Waiting on the tie rods to come in, but we're gonna ride them till they get here. Let's go to that side. Gotta put my front bumper back on. I love taking the bumper off, makes the work so much easier. Again, passenger side, new shocks, new brakes. You guys can see them somewhere down in there. New Kingpin on the passenger side. Waiting on tie rods. We are completely done. To give you guys an estimate, 2 days at the most. The shocks didn't even take but like 3 minutes. Well, 4 minutes at the 4 point something minutes. For the shocks very easy. Brakes very easy. Kingpin was very easy. And the only reason why I say the Kingpin was easy, guys, is because you know, this is a 2019 and the Kingpin wasn't seized up in there. So like I said, I used a socket, knocked the Kingpin out. The bearings were still good in it. The inside bearings, you got 4 bearings in the inside, they were still good. So it didn't really have a struggle with the damn Kingpin at all. So Kingpin easy. I'll do that Kingpin job any day of the week. But I'm sure the guys, when you get if you got an older model truck, pretty much everything's gonna be seized on it, because it depends on who's been lubing it up and who took care of it. And so if that Kingpin is seized, you're gonna have to put some heat to it, and I mean some heat. Now same with the brakes too. Now let me get back here and show you guys. Okay, you see these right here? One of these right here was seized up. I had to put some heat on it. These things ain't supposed to be seized up. It's like it's like pins for the brakes. They're not supposed to be seized up, but I put a little lubricant in the back of it, as you can see. And one of them was seized up. I had to put so much heat on it just to get it out, the old one out. So finally came out. I installed the new ones, and that's about the only problem that I had. That was the Kingpin was easier than this side of the brakes, because I had to beat on this son bitch for about 20 minutes just to get that little pin out for the brakes. And hell, it didn't even take that long for the Kingpin to come out. So the brakes gave me, on the passenger side, the brakes gave me more harder time than the Kingpin. So that's how easy the job was for me. This video is gonna be broken up into different aspects, different videos, but I'm gonna put it all. I'm gonna try to combine it all in one video, so I don't have to keep reposting the video. But that wraps it up, man. When my tie rods come in, like I say, I will do a video on that. My oil's already been changed, my filter already been changed. I got to change my air filter up there too, so that's going to be changed soon. And oh, I got to find somebody to sell me a used tire. I'm not going to put a brand new tire on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and wear that other one down, so I'm gonna get a used tire put on here. Let me see. I think I showed you guys this tire before. You see how the tire is just wore down over here, but it's got a real flat spot right here. I think it's right here. But nevertheless, I'm gonna get a used tire put on there before I put some brand new ones, just to make sure everything good, because I want to get them tie rod ends on there and the bar before I put new tires on there and get a front end alignment. So I will get a front end alignment after I get my tie rods in, and I'll do a video on that. But other than that, Flatbed J is out. And I know a lot of you guys say, hey, I wanted to see you do the work on the Kingpin. You could have had somebody else do it. Trust me, I'm not paying nobody to do shit that I can do myself. And this is why people go out of business, because they run out of money to pay people to fix what's wrong with the truck instead of them trying to fix it themselves. And when I say trying, you're either going to try, fail, or you're going to try and you're going to win. Most time, if you try and you pay attention to what you're doing, when you take it apart, then you know how to put it back together once you take it apart. And don't be afraid to ask questions. So I understand for the guys that fail, but man, trucking is hard. I can't do it. It costs more to do this and do that. Yeah, the parts cost, but if you're paying somebody to do this work, like the Kingpins, the brakes, the tie rod, something simple as that, yeah, to me, you're wasting money, because you could have did that shit on your own. But when you got somebody, when you're paying somebody to rebuild the block, put the pistons in, you know, injectors, transmission, clutches. Now, that I can see you paying somebody for, because I don't have the tools to lift that transmission out and push it back up in there. Now, I can take the transmission off unbolted and all, but I don't have the tools to put it back in there. So, yeah, I can see us paying for that. But it's simple. Replacing the turbo, EGR, thermostat, water pump, belts, fans, radiators. We should be able to do all that ourselves as semi-owner ops. And I say semi-owner ops, that means if you got a truck and you're leasing it from the dealership, you're still not a real owner operator unless you're out here booking your loads, getting customers, not booking off the freight market. So if you lease purchasing your truck, or you leasing from a truck, you're a semi-owner op, but not really a true owner op. You can take that how you want to. But anyway, Flatbed J is out. I'll get with y'all later.